welcome to Midwest Foodie Kitchen. Today I'm coming back to you all with another favorite, and that is homemade pancakes from scratch. I'm super excited to share this recipe with you all, and so come on over and come watch me make these pancakes from scratch. So first of all, you'll need a couple of things: all-purpose flour, sugar, baking powder, at least one egg, milk in a measuring cup, and something to stir it. When it comes to making pancakes or any baking goods, you don't want to over stir, so just make sure whatever you're making is just mixed well. So first of all, we're going to start off with flour, and I just got regular all-purpose. This brand is Gold Medal, and I'm going to put about 3/4 cups of flour. Let's see, are we there? 3/4 yet? Not quite. Put a little bit more. And there we go. So 3/4 cup of flour in my little mixing bowl. Okay, and I want to get a measuring spoon. So I'm gonna step here, grab that out of here. And we just want to do about a teaspoon of baking powder. So we're gonna do about a teaspoon, not quite, like 3/4 teaspoon, just because I didn't put an entire cup. So there we go, a baking powder. Let's put that over there. Oh, and I almost forgot salt. So salt kind of gives a little bit of flavor to everything that you get, plus everything that you bake. Sorry about that. And plus we using sugar, so you know the sweet and the salty kind of blends well. Although it's not going to be salty, you're not going to taste the salt. It's just an addition that's needed. So I'll be right back. Okay, so salt. So this particular salt is the big salt crystals that I showed you all in one of my other videos. I have a grinder that I have to refill, but for right now, I'm just gonna put some of these salt crystals in there. Bam, just like that. And you wanna do about a half teaspoon of salt. Not too much, because like I said, you don't really wanna taste it. And sugar. So I wanna taste my flavor. I put just about a half of 1/8 of sugar, 1/8 cups. You can put more if you like yours sweeter. So 1/8 cup is a half of a 1/4. So just throw that sugar in there. Bam, bam. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna use all of it because I don't want that much sugar, and today I'm gonna put vanilla extract in it. So we don't need that. With your dry ingredients, you wanna go ahead, take a look, and just stir them before you even put any of your wet ingredients in there. And what this does is just mixes everything, because like I said, you don't want to mix too much whenever you do put your wet ingredients in. So just give it a quick little stir, just like that. Bam, bam. Okay, and so now I'm gonna put this back in here. We're recycling. Food isn't cheap these days. Bam, put the sugar back in there. And what I'm gonna do is pour about a half a cup of milk, 2/3 cup of milk, sorry about that, into there. And most of the times I'm just eyeballing. So for you all, what I'm doing is I'm actually measuring, but I'm an eyeballer. I'm from the old school. My grandmother taught me how to cook. She's from Tennessee. My mom taught me how to cook. And most people who come from a long line of cooking, they just eyeball everything. And with the vanilla extract, I'm just gonna shake it up and put just a small 1-2 dabs in it, because vanilla extract is very is very potent. And then last but not least, we want to crack an egg in here. And what the egg does is really binds everything together. There we go. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna get my fork like that, and I'm gonna mix everything in together. Just like this. Again, we're not mixing too much. We're just making sure we're not leaving too many lumps. But with pancakes, you do actually want to leave some lumps. It'll be just fine. And with baked cakes as well, it'll be just fine, because once the bubbles burst, as it's cooking, the liquid would mix in with the powder, and that actually makes it more fluffier. So we're just gonna mix, make sure that egg is in there. We ain't gonna mix it too much, but get some mix in there, like that. And as you all can see, the texture of this is not too thick and it's not too thin, but that's perfect. You don't want to make thin pancakes, thin batter, because you'll have thin pancakes. You know, something like this texture right here, where it just falls kind of slowly, that will create very fluffy pancakes. So we're done. Now what we're gonna do is put these on the stove. I usually use oil, but I don't have any oil right now, so I'm gonna use butter. And I mean, buttery is good as well. Just make sure you coat your pan with the nut butter. So we'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, so let's join the stove and the butter over here cooking with this delicious real butter that I got. It's organic. You all can use any kind, or even margarine if you're not a big butter eater. But I put, come take a look at it. I put about a tablespoon of butter. Like I said, you want to really coat that pan so that your pancakes don't stick. And what I'm gonna do is make really big pancakes. So I'm gonna fill this entire pan up, and let's go, just like this. Yeah. So, bam, just like that. And you just kind of like swirl it around. And you guys see how it's uniform already. It's already moved along. And so with pancakes, what you want to do is make sure you see bubbles all around the pancake. That tells you that it's cooking. That tells you when it's done. When you see a bunch of bubbles around the edges, you know that they're nice and fluffy and crispy. And you want to cook them on medium. So I cook mine on just medium. I have the stove with the dial, so 1 through 10, I put it on 5, and you just let that cook. And so we'll give it some time. As you can see, the bubbles are forming. They're really small bubbles, but you want them to be all inside of the pancake. So we're gonna let this cook right now, and then I'll show you guys what I mean when I say bubbly. Okay, so let's see if these pancakes have the proper bubbles that I was telling you all about. And yes, you all see these little bubbles forming in here. It's looking like it's done. The texture has changed. This little dark spot right there is just butter, because I was doing it like this, making sure that butter gets all around my pancakes. I like to have a lot of butter because I like buttery, fluffy pancakes. This is the second batch. The one that I made earlier was a little bit bigger and a little bit more fluffier, and I made that one for Aaron, who's shooting a video right now. Say hey, Aaron.
Hey guys.
And so yeah, so I'm letting mine cook. It's a little bit thinner. I like mine thin and crispy anyway. And so yeah, let's flip this and see how it turns out. So with this pan, what I want to do is get it under there. See, mine is quite thin, and just flip it. And that is perfect. For me, that is perfect. For some of you guys, you may want it to be a little bit more browner, but mine, as long as it's crispy around the edges and buttery brown on the face, like the sun, I am just fine. So I'm gonna let this cook a couple more minutes, and on the other side, so that it gets done all the way. And then it's gonna be time to eat. We have our sausage and bacon, and I'm gonna be making some eggs. And then we'll have a small little combo with you all to talk about how our day has been going. That way you guys can see Erin again, and she won't have to shoot the video and all that. So yeah, I look forward to showing you all the end result of our breakfast. Bye.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, I kind of just wanted to show you all how I work my eggs, and we like them super cheesy. Look at this cheese pull on these eggs. I just want to show that to you. Yummy. So this is like 4 eggs, 2 slices of American cheese, and like a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. And these eggs are gonna be so delicious. So I just want to show you guys this. Yummy, yummy, cheesy. Okay.